are live. What's up, everyone? My son's still jamming out to the theme there. But what's going
It's
on,
just the
everyone?
intro.
We are back with another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 172. And I'm back with one of my good brothers here. He is the one they call Eden. What's going on?
Yeah, baby.
What's going on, brother? How's everything,
What's
man?
going on, brother?
How's
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
always,
Yeah, I think
always.
you're the only person that I agree to like almost immediately. Like people try to get me on, and life gets in the way and stuff like that. But you, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, next week.
There you go. That works. That works. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Again, it's always good to see you. It's always good. It's every time.
Likewise,
It's a
brother.
little bit of a different face every time I see you, though. But it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, you everyone's kind of on this journey with me. Before I didn't really have a face. Then it kind of went blank, and now we've got a little more details.
There you
We're
go.
kind of mapping out who we are as we go.
Hey, that's the best thing. It's finding that interface. It's finding that interface in there.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I think I found it though. I think I found the look.
It's
Everyone,
it's a good look.
I like it. Yeah. It's good. It's getting a lot of compliments. So might as well.
It's a good look. It's a good look. You got the little bit of mix there. Got for the culture in there. Got the Dia de los Muertos vibes to it. It's a nice.
Yeah, got
It's a nice
some
mix.
super spooky vibes. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. And here we go. We got Nettie in the chat already saying, "Look at
Nettie.
the boys. What's going on? What's going on? We're doing good.
Love you,
I
Nettie.
can't complain. We're starting up here. So, and Eden's already looking like a good vibe. So I think he's good right now.
It was the intro, man. The intro always gets me.
Hey, I tried to switch it up, but YouTube was like, "Nah, you got to keep it that because everything else is just is messing
We'll
it
flag
up."
you.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
I changed the intro twice. I was like, "Okay, cool."
Jeez.
I hit like 150. I was like, "Let's try something else." That shit said, "Nope, you're done."
Yeah. So like, we don't care who's watching. We're gonna take it down. Right
It
now.
legit flagged me, and I was like, "Nope." I was like, "Luckily, it was a
Yeah.
stream. I had no one on with me. It was just me doing like a solo stream." And that
Yeah.
instantly got flagged. Then I did another one with Lala with a different song. I was like, cool, copyright free. We should be good. I end the stream instantly. Oh, your thing got flagged. I'm like, yeah, we're
no.
done. We're not switching the song. That's it. You guys got to listen to
Just
this
when you thought
intro.
you had us.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
we're good. We're just keeping it going. But let's get away from streams here. All of that talk. Let's get into this. Let's go back into again why we're here. Eden's got a lot coming up right now. The shows are piling
man.
up here. I'm looking at the graphics here. I'm looking at especially next week. You're gonna be in the Bronx. It's We Are Wrestling Deja Vu. But before we even get to that, this Saturday, it's again TCW doesn't stop. Titan just there's no breaks. It's all going with Ignition this weekend.
All gas, no breaks.
So we're gonna be talking about that in a little bit. But before we start getting into this, the craft question I don't have to ask you because you've answered it, I believe, twice already. Because when I had the whole group re-answered, so
with my boys,
it's all time. We don't have to go there. But I do want to ask this because this is a question I've been asking a lot more now, and that is for you. What was it that made you decide that not only are you a fan of this or that you love wrestling? What was it that made you decide you have to step in there?
So it's that's such a funny thing to think about now because some people always tend to say like, oh, this was my lifelong dream and this was something that I've always wanted to do. And I'm gonna be real. This is probably the most realist thing. I don't even think I've ever really said this out loud. I never grew up wanting to be a professional wrestler. In my previous life before all this, I was just kind of trying to survive. Trying to find myself out in this world. A lot of things didn't happen. And I started going to a lot more indie shows, which I don't know why I didn't go to more of them before. My previous self always loved going to shows, and it kind of stopped after a while. And I went to some shows. Oh, excuse me. My previous self had went to some shows.
I think I saw him before.
This is pre.
This
is pre-death.
Yeah.
Pre-death.
I think I saw him before he passed away. Tragic death.
Yeah. There's no photos because you won't ever know what he looks like. But yeah, he's out there. He used to be out there going to a lot of these shows. And man, to be honest, House of Glory kind of like reignited this fire in me to just want to pursue it. I didn't even know that signing up to schools was that easy. So once the just opportunity came, I jumped on it, and I wanted to make an amend to my old self to make the best out of this second chance that we could get. And shit, look at us now. I can say shit.
Yeah.
Right? Well, Yeah. Shit. Look at us now.
Before we could curse and whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
The only thing
look
I
at us
say,
now. Look
just
at us
make
now.
sure you don't get yourself canceled. That's all. Just don't get canceled. That's it.
Nah.
But
I can't. They won't know what I look like.
That's it. You just switch again. That's it. No one would ever know. No one will ever know.
New mask.
But no, definitely, I could see that, and that's something where I think it's a lot of us was that way, finding indie wrestling like that, seeing how immersive it's become and what it creates. That then when you find out, oh yeah, there's a school. It's like, wait, so all I have to do is this, and
especially when it's not advertised, when it's not so in your face. Like there's some spaces that's definitely like you could tell they're students, and a lot of these people that were going to these shows had no idea. And the atmosphere. I mean, you could watch wrestling on TV and say what you want. In person, you want to be a part of that feeling so freaking bad. And yeah, I just decided to, pop my old self, reinvent this, and look look at where we are.
all that again. It just took a little bit of some mayhem, if you will, to get here. But hey, it all works.
A little bit of influence.
But here we go. We got Nettie saying Team Elijah. Who's Elijah though? Huh?
Oh, so that's the first guy.
Okay.
Yeah. She means Eden. It's okay. It's the same guy, essentially.
You know what it is? It's just again, it's shedding skin. So sometimes it just it's all good though. It's all good. I think that was this guy though. I think that was this guy a little bit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think that was that guy.
I liked him. He was great. He just they didn't care too much about him. But this guy, guy now.
Yeah. That was cool though. I met him a few times. He was cool. We had him on here.
Yeah, he was great.
He didn't talk that much. He was in a red room at one point.
You saw that too, right? You saw that too?
It was a red room. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I think there was something wrong with his Con Edison or something.
Maybe. Well, it's
maybe.
Certain Wi-Fi does that to you. I don't know. It happens.
Maybe. I heard about that.
It's all good. It's all good. But she does love the new mask though. She likes the new again. But it's not a mask though.
It's my face.
It is
my face.
We got to teach Nettie about this. Show her the ways of what happens when you're around mayhem. This is what it creates.
It's all right. It's okay. It's very hard to just say I like your face. So it's all right. I understand you like my face. I like my face.
It's okay
too.
though. It just we're able to hear him though. His mouth might not be moving, but it's there. It's moving.
It's ventriloquy, really.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens.
It's a lot of intrigue and a lot of mystery,
So now let's go from that. Let's talk about again finding that passion again, finding that love for it, finding that fire, if you will. What was it for you once you're already in it now? Because I got to see those beginning days. I saw the first days. I've said it before. I was there for the first promo. I saw your first promo there. That former self though. Yeah, he had a lot to prove. To be honest, he had a whole lot to prove to himself. To prove to this guy now, whoever this guy was going to be, we didn't know back then. Honestly, we were just trying to see if we could fit in somewhere. I wasn't. My previous self didn't feel like this was going to be something. But if we didn't take the opportunity, then we would live the rest of whatever life we would live with regret and almost like this sort of bitterness, which is interesting because this business does things to people. But the fire never dies. The fire, that same fire kind of transferred over into this new life. It never died. And every time I get to step through a new curtain, like I will next week in the Bronx, it stays lit. You know what I mean? Got you. No, definitely. And again, seeing that fire truly, it's not one of those that it dies down, but it just ignites even more.
Yeah,
it's one of those where it just needed that little bit of a little more gas in that to get the ignition working.
Listen, anytime you see this face with brighter colors, it's
it's
going to be a good time. Trust me.
So there you go. That's what you want to see. So let's get into that though. Once you're in it now, you're finding who it is that Eden is. You're finding the face. You're finding what works for you. What was that moment where you decide now this is what we wanted to do? Like it was the right choice. The former self needed to go. What was it for you that just made it click? Like we did the right thing here.
I think it was one of the and to a lot of this stems from Papa Smiley. Papa Smiley, shout out to Papa Smiley. He kind of helped me find, I guess, a voice or a look to something that his mask is very representative of who he was, and I felt that the faces that I had before didn't fully represent who I am or the abilities that I'm capable of. Or, you know, the first thing we do is come out of the curtain. So what can this tell you before I even do anything, right? And it's a lot. It's a lot, especially when I have different colors, different variations. I have the horns now, so sometimes I'll switch up into that. Yeah. Um, so the first mask that I made, think it took about 3 shows because everyone likes the mask. So I think it was about the 3rd magic show that I had done with the mask on, and that it just clicked. It just clicked, and I had no one else kind of had the color schemes that I had. You know, it was very me, and I felt the most comfortable I had ever been in wrestling. Yeah.
Gotcha, that works. And again, it's one of those we're seeing that growth there and seeing the constant growth and constant evolution. It's one of those where you just imagine what just this at the precipice now. We're just still at the start of it all to think where it can evolve. Yeah. So it's insane to think where it can go to and what where again this will lead us. Because again, we see the beginning stages, we see where the influence was, we see where the start of it all.
He was so
really
angry.
was.
Look at him.
He really was.
He was so angry. Look at him. And then the other guy turned him into a beast. And this guy, now he's both. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's finding that balance. It's finding that balance at all, but still being as chaotic as ever. So
have to be.
But also still having some time to have a little bit of fun though. Because we're seeing that a little bit more, especially the day we're seeing that a little bit more, especially the days of when this guy comes up. Because again, the mask's a little different more. Ooh. At times we see a little more of a more partier side. You're getting to enjoy that a bit with Calle Vivo there. So tell us about that. Tell us about what do we expect when we see the difference there? Is there something of, because we know with Osito, there's that switch, almost like that different gear. Is it the same for you?
You noticed that too, right? That's interesting. So when you see us together, it is exactly almost the same switch except amplified even more. The thing is that when you're so angry, all you want to do is just kind of like hurt people and just do things to get your way. And now it's more about having fun and showing how much fun this really is, while also still having the little bit of grit to not let people do what they want over you. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Again, it's almost like it's allowing to be able to embrace as well, not just wanting to annihilate everyone.
It is literally the most perfect presentation of life and death. The things that probably hurt you the most, we should probably celebrate and celebrate while we can before eventually you meet this guy.
Yeah. Well, again, hopefully for now they continue to see this. But if things start going a little bit sour, maybe it needs to fully embrace this more mayhem side.
All I know is that itch never dies. So if anyone ever really wants to test that theory, then like go ahead and try. I would be very wary of it, but you know, it's there.
Gotcha. Again, we're trying to keep it cordial as well. We don't want to reach that side again. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Not here. Not with you, brother. No.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
For you, never not with you.
There you go. But let's talk about this now. Let's talk about again some of the opportunities this is now leading to. That including let's get into this one. Let's talk about it. It will be Saturday at Titan Championship Wrestling presents Ignition here. So many of the Titan enterprises joining up to put together this show here, and you're going head to head with Joe Cruel. Man, you're no strangers to here, so talk to us about this.
So I will admit we maybe didn't get off on the right foot the first few times. Couple of blinds. That was a different guy. It was under the influence. You know, things tend to get a little shifty at Magic. You know how it gets. Look at who's in the locker room. Come on, you know how it goes.
This is true. Yourself every single time. It happens. Last time I was there, it was still very painful. Very painful. Like it's. I haven't been able to go back because I'm still in kind of a little bit of pain. I'll get there eventually.
So the thing is that the respect for Joe Cruel was always there. He's an amazing athlete. When he was how I wanted to perceive myself in Mayhem as a part of RTB. You know what I mean? He's the big guy. He's the closer. He's the guy who comes in and smashes everyone in his face and defends his boys. And I admired that. Unfortunately, we were just at, on the wrong ends of the ring there. And Saturday, hopefully no hard feelings, but we're just gonna have to revisit that a little bit. But I'm a much more calm person now. So as long as he won't stoop low, which I've seen him do, I won't stoop low, and hopefully we can just keep it civil. Better competitor wins, and I'll just leave it at that.
There you go. See, again, this is the side they don't understand a little bit. They don't see you can have that cordiality to you. You're able to just want a nice clean matchup there. Then again, if he stoops to a certain way, maybe some old ways have to be pulled out.
I've seen how he gets down. I respect it, but I'm just saying, don't tempt me. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Again, understandable, especially again in a scenario like this where you want to make sure, hey, you're also showing out, especially with what TCW is doing. Chosen's coming back as well this October, so little by little, just trying to show.
Friday the 13th, super spooky.
Hey,
watch out.
Again, it makes sense though that you would be there, especially what look could that bring? You never know. So
it's Halloween season. Maybe some tricks up my sleeves or something.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I feel like you agree with the idea though. Does spooky season ever end though?
It never ends. I just like when it's amplified and it's to the public. It's more in your face.
That's when the normies accept it, but everyone else is just like
I've had to live like this all year round. Now everyone just gets to catch on. All right, whatever.
It's all good. It's all good. See, it's all good. But let's get to this now, because especially on that night, I believe there's another guy that will be defending his championship on the night. You might know very well in our good buddy Smiley. So I can imagine you're gonna be watching that matchup a little bit and making sure no one stoops to Papa Smiley on that night.
That's my boy. I know he's very capable, but I will be watching just in case, because again, you just never know, and I'm not gonna let my boy just kind of be blindsided like that.
Definitely. So let's get into this now. Let's talk about next week, as it will be in the Bronx, as We Are Wrestling presents Deja Vu. Again, a stacked card. If you haven't seen it already and haven't gotten your tickets, make sure you get your tickets, because it's going to be insane next Friday. But the matchup that this man will be in will be the 6 Train Scramble. It's a lot of chaos in there. 6 insane competitors in there, as you got Osito in there. You got Clara. You got Matt Awesome. You got Nikolai White. You have Anthony Gamble, and then you have yours truly right there in Eden. So let's talk about this. For you, thoughts going into this one, because I want to dissect it a little bit. Just first off, being a part of that night, be a part of We Are Wrestling's 2nd anniversary, what does that mean to you?
That means a lot. I was reborn in the Bronx. I died and I came back to life in the Bronx. So to me, it just feels more of like a homecoming. And to be a part of this match, you couldn't just give me anything more. You know what I'm saying? It's chaotic. It's homecoming. It's the second show ever. The card is stacked. To be honest, a lot of the athletes on there I've been on with other shows, and take nothing away from them, but this one is going to be a lot for me. So I'm bringing everything I have and more. So hopefully everyone else is just up, ready to keep up.
Got you. Now you know where I have to go with this, because like I said, there are 6 great competitors in there, but there's one very familiar competitor in there. We got our good brother in there. We got Osito in there. I have to ask though, when it comes down to it, you both might be able to take all other 4 out, down to 1-on-1 there. Will you be willing to have to tranquilize the bear?
So for people who don't know, this isn't our first matchup against each other while being Calle Vivo, while being Project Mayhem. Many of promoters have tried to pit us against each other, and the respect always remains that as long as you don't do it, I don't do it, and we'll just let the best competitor win. Especially with him, I honor his word. How can I not? It's my brother. I trust him with everything in my life. So yeah, if it came down to it, and it was just us two, again, he's a little bit stronger now. I don't know if you've seen him. He's like super jacked now.
Again, it's kind of expected. He's a bear. Osito's now truly becoming the Oso. It's a different Osito.
Yeah, and then the Cocaine Bear references. I don't even think Cocaine Bear could keep up with this bear, to be honest with you. But again, if push comes to shove, and it is just us two, we're gonna have to do what we have to do, and I'll just leave it at that because I can't talk ill about my brother.
Oh, of course. Again, I wouldn't want you to. I'm just asking.
In a perfect world, we would just both lay down and maybe take the count out. But you know what I'm saying? What's the fun in that?
I was gonna say, I think you want to win though.
I want to win. Of course, I want to win. I don't want to beat the shit out of my brother, but I will if I have to. You know?
Yeah, I got you. But again, let's hope it doesn't get to that. Hopefully, it's one of those where hey, one of you able to pin one of the other competitors in it. But as long as I guess the best thing would be is it stays in the family though. As long as someone
maybe double count, and then it could just lead to some. I don't know. Who knows? We'll just have to see. Osito's very unpredictable on top of that. So
this is true.
I don't even know which version of him I'm gonna see that day.
This is true. We don't know. Wait, who knows which version you're bringing in as well?
Because
don't tell the public. Don't tell the public. We gotta. Some things got to be kept a little secret. They got to. This is why they got to be there. This is why they got to be there. Get your tickets because again, a stacked event. Why would you not want to be there? See the 6-train scramble. See the dream match between Mercedes Martinez and Ruthless Lala. George South is going to be in the building. Why not be there? It's going to be insane. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be.
And it's going to be a good 6-train scramble, not like those ones you see on the internet. It's going to be a really good one.
What he said. We're gonna keep it going here because let's talk about this. Especially we mentioned him a few times. Let's talk about just what this growth has been, especially with Project Mayhem here. The family's gotten a little bigger since the last time I spoke to you guys on here. So tell us about this, how it continues to grow, and again, that gold is still flowing with you guys.
Yeah,
so how has this been?
It's been probably one of the. I mean, to be honest, is one of the things that we fought for the most. And it's insane to think that we added another person and we finally got what we wanted. That missing link was V. For those who don't know, was a part of RTB with Pro Wrestling Magic. Such a great kid, such potential. But I just felt we collectively had felt that there was something missing, some sort of anger missing. That Smiley influence, if you want to call it that. So yeah, we just scooped him up. Did the same thing we did to Osito back way when, and just made him see our ways. And now it's working out for all of us. While Smiley does his thing managerial side, we could hold down the fort and defend the titles any which way, and against anybody, we're gonna come out on top. There's no doubt. Like
again, it has been working. It's showing to be a formidable force here. That it already was, but just it became even more just chaotic, if you will, more just more mayhem to be spread.
And he's scrappy, man. He's a scrappy. He's scrappy, man. People don't think that he could throw down. listen. If we added him to the group, trust me when we tell you that kid can throw down.
There you go. So again, it's one of those where it just needs to unlock something. Maybe it was already there. It was just it needs to be truly unlocked with the ways of Project Mayhem. There.
You want to know the secret, Ray? The real secret is that everybody has it. Everybody has it. It just takes a little tweaking to kind of bring that out. So if anyone watching thinks that we lost it or we don't have it, or just because you see us smiling here and there that it goes away, it truly never does. That's just how nature is.
There you go. But again, let's not scare the folks at home because they might think, wait, so yeah, just it's okay. It's okay.
It's all right.
It's for now.
Look into my exes. It's all right.
Yeah. There you go. See, this is what happens once you fully unlock it. Your eyes just becomes X's. That's it.
I mean, I almost never had eyes to begin with, so it's fine.
See, that's why you were blind at first because you didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
See. This is why we're there. This is why we're there. This is why we're there. See, this is why he comes on the show. This is why he comes on the show. This is why he's here. This is why he agrees to do my podcast here because again, we understand it. We get it.
He just gets it. He gets it.
So it's okay. It's all good. But with that being said, let's talk about this because I can imagine the match advertised here is a tag team match. We have Smiley and V going head to head with Mr. Darius Carter and Steve Off with the lovely Trixie in the corner here of Smiley and V. But I can imagine you and Osito will not be far behind.
Not far behind at all, especially with, I'm not too worried about Steve Off. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
He's very forthcoming with what he's going to do. especially with the lead pipe the last few times. We kind of expected it, and that's why he didn't take anybody out with it. That's, you know what I mean? Like, we just kind of saw it kind of coming for a while.
Yeah.
But Darius, he's a tricky one. He's the one that we can't figure out yet, and he's coming back to play these sort of mind games with someone who's kind of known for playing mind games. You know what I mean? So I can't, in good conscience, let someone like that mess with my boy. So me and my boy are gonna make sure that everything goes accordingly, because it will.
It's interesting because, again, the last time I even spoke to Darius Carter, he gave me a little bit of his gripes. I understood where he was coming from. He wanted a shot at the gold, but
Who doesn't? So what?
Last time I checked, though, Smiley isn't the Pro Wrestling Magic heavyweight champion.
There we go.
So
he was also promised a match every so long ago. You see, people complain about Magic all the time. Like, I don't get a shot here, I don't get a shot there. So we finally got in the position to help some people out, and now they want to act ungrateful almost. But it's all right. Everything will be fine as long as we go according to the plan.
Yeah. So again, this is all that was needed. Just to have some patience, have some understanding, and it would all work out. But unfortunately, I guess it didn't click with Steve Off. It didn't click with Darius Carter. But
and what kind of a team is that? Are they even friends? You think the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing? Like,
I guess that's what they're going for. I guess that's what they're going for. But I feel like I don't think Darius Carter has many friends.
When has he been one to play nice? When was the last time Steve Off had a friend? Come on, man.
Well, his last friend tried to kill him.
You know?
In front of his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen with 4 of those crazy guys? Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, that last guy was really crazy, though. Like, you got the group is very crazy, but I feel like that other guy.
No, yeah,
he's very out there. He's very out there.
Yeah, he tried to join our group. We didn't want him. He was a liability. We couldn't have that.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. He wears like barbed wire crowns for some reason.
Yeah, and he has a lot of hair with the mask.
He does this a lot now. I don't get why he does. He does this a lot. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I'll let him do his thing.
Yeah, he's okay. Yeah. He hit me once. Again, I don't get why I got beat up a lot last time.
Ray, do you need to like kind of come on this side and wear one of these so we could kind of?
I might have to bring out the mask. I wore it the last time you guys were there.
Yeah.
So when you guys came here, I need to get maybe just an official face. That's what it is.
Maybe we need to just get you under the Smiley influence also, and then
let's not forget. I still have this. I still have that there. So
how could I be so nice?
Yeah. The influence is kind of already there. It's just I need to fully open the mind a little bit. That's all.
A little bit.
It'll happen eventually. It's a in due time. That's all it is. But from that now, let's go into this, because again, we're seeing the different sides though. We're seeing what each time brings depending on the scenario. But let's talk a little bit more about this, because I want to talk about what you and Osito have been doing, embracing a little more of the culture, embracing a little more of the people there. And I want to talk about for you what it meant to be a part of the Memorial Battle Royal for our fallen brother, Matt Travis. And I just want to talk about what that meant to be able to, again, in a moment like that, in a match like that it truly, it's a bittersweet. Because the crowd is into it, the crowd loves it, but then it's one of those where you still remember the reason you're doing it as well. So for you, what was that, and just that reaction the crowd gave when you and Osito came out there?
First things foremost. If I said it in the promo, we've said it countless times in our career. Other than Smiley and Red and a lot of the House of Glory guys, Matty was. If it wasn't for him, man, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now. He was one of the first ones to believe in us before we were who we were. You know what I'm saying? In our previous lives. And dude, he was such a competitive, just grind out for it kind of person, and that kind of level of motivation is infectious. You know what I mean? And the Hog crowd, I love them. They do so much for us when obviously people feel like they can't do so much for themselves. So it's crazy to think that all these years later, considering everything that's happened, that we would be honoring our brother in a giant fight. Probably one of the most chaotic things to ever happen. Just one gigantic brawl until there's one person left standing. And like, I couldn't think of anything else because he really did help us get here and stay crispy and do the things that we needed to do to see this side of ourselves, you know?
Gotcha. No, definitely. And again, it's one of those where it's poetic to be in a match like that, especially when, again, in that previous life of yours, in that previous when I saw that promo, one of the guys helping that day was Maddie. So it's one of those where just everything connects. Everything is there.
And everything he said was spot on. There wasn't something that he said that I didn't pay attention to or didn't take in or didn't, just soak every second that I could. You know what I mean? And I, wish we could have had more of those moments, especially now.
No, but again, it's one of those we continue to do it the way he would, and just continue to again push forward and continue to win. That's how he would want. So again, I can imagine he's definitely happy to see what you guys have become and seeing the continuous growth. Because that's been my thing. I definitely love seeing where you guys have gone and what you guys are becoming and becoming of yourselves. Because it's one thing to see, of course, with our great brother with Smiley, what he's influenced you guys and what he's pushed you to do. But to see what you guys are becoming almost on your own as well is even more crazy to see.
Thank you. That's it's why we do it. It's cliche. It's why we do it.
It definitely is, but again, it's something where you get to seeing you guys do this and see how almost it's like second nature now. It's great to see. So again, I commend you on that, bro, and I'm always happy to see what you guys are continuing to do and seeing that growth there. That's always awesome. That's always awesome. But let's talk about another booking that's coming up, another matchup that will be happening a little later in the year. Again, we're getting closer to when the normies accept the spooky time. So they're doing a little bit of a Lucha Kingdom, if you will.
Oh yeah, a little fiesta.
So we have IWA here. They are presenting their Lucha Kingdom this October the 15th, and they have the Taino Warrior going head to head with, again, the name though. It's a little weird. They gotta.
It's all good.
They gotta
get. That technically is me, but
it's okay. It's okay. Little by little, they'll understand.
It's fine.
They'll
it's
understand.
Me, it's me, baby.
Yeah, it's still you though, but they have to understand the skin is getting just taken off a little bit.
The skin is shedding a little bit. The thing is that people see what they want to see at first, and it's fine. But they'll see it pretty soon, especially Taino Warrior. He's I've been watching him for a while.
So let's talk about that. For you being a part of that roster now, again, to see embrace a little more of that style in there. Again, they're seeing what you can bring and what mayhem you bring to their Lucha Libre there. So how has that been for you and getting to do your mayhem at IWA?
It's been an awesome experience. I can't complain so far. Every time I go, I show out. I've been fortunate enough to be put in matches that can show off my ability. And this one is no different, especially with an opponent like Taino Warrior. He has a bit of a mean streak, which I don't mind. I was
gonna say, I feel like a
mean streak. Cool. We could do that. But I feel like he has a very similar style to someone else in IWA and Brian Matthews. I don't know. They're kind of too similar. Who knows? But I'm just saying, I've never seen them in the room together. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Whoa. What's happening there? I don't know. All I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna be very excited to whoop his ass, because as though I'm making my name out, like he said, he's not going to use me as any old ordinary trampoline like he thinks he is. Because if he decides to bring that mean streak out, oh, trust me, I could reach far, far, far back into mine.
There you go. And here we go. We have Nettie saying two of some of my favorite people right here. I hope she means us and not Taino, because after October 15th, he might no longer be here.
No longer cease to exist. But it depends. It depends on how nice he wants to play. I don't know.
So,
you're some of my favorite people, Net.
There you go. So we love you, Nettie. Thank you again for the constant support here. Love to see it. So let's get into this now. We talked about confirmed matches. We talked about experiences you had. Let's play the fantasy booker here. Let's talk about who are some people you still want to face that you haven't had a chance to yet.
it's that's probably the biggest one. What's your list? Everyone's coming out with a list. I want to face this guy, and I want to face this guy, and I want to face this guy, and I want to face the champion of this promotion. To me, I want matchups that mean something. I want matchups that have story. Just for me personally, me inside of here, it's not that I would never want to go against him, but if Smiley wasn't a dream opponent for anybody, you know what I mean? Especially given everything he's done for me, for everybody else, that's something that's just whenever it decides to happen, that'll be great. That's always in the back of my mind. Encore is another really good one. As much as he continues to rise his stock, it's just never stopping. You know what I mean? That'd be a great one. Tag team wise, I have quite a few, especially since me and Osito are trying to get this moving. The Audacity, that's one of the first ones I think about constantly. Those guys are like really up there, and I would love to just show that we can keep up. And to be honest, the biggest dream match, because it just kind of happened, would be main event, right? For the tag team titles, House of Glory. How could you not want that match?
Of course. Again,
that
would definitely, that would be that test right there, especially what you guys have gone through, what you guys evolved into.
I mean, that it's essentially students who students who didn't probably give a damn, or who people didn't give a damn about them, and they ran with it. They did their thing. They came back, and they stood with it. The crowd stood with them the whole time until they became champions, and they overcame the most adversity that they could is from at home. We were in the same boat, so why not?
There you go. Again, it's a almost a story being told already there. But again, this is gonna you're gonna have to wait and see what could happen. I could see that you and Smiley definitely having to go down. I'm gonna bring it back to a fantasy card I did a while back. I still kind of want to see that tag match happen. UNLC versus Fit to be Tied.
Dude,
I feel like we need to see that, because Grassa has definitely been killing it again. With shout out to Mike Grassa and what he's been doing.
Yeah, so, he got the black hair going on. I could tell he's a little bit edgier now. So I mean, hey, if he wants to just and I would welcome that. That's not even a rivalry of us. So if he wants that match and anybody wants to put that match on, please do.
Which again, if anyone's listening, any promoters out there, because I know a few are always in the chat watching and glimmering. So give us that match. Give us that match. And here we go. Oh, okay, so Nettie's giving us the correction here. She was talking about us too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
that makes sense. I knew it. You didn't have to say it. I knew it.
See, I just wanted to make sure, because again, like we said, Taino might not be with us for too much longer. So we got to
listen. If he keeps talking like that.
And here we go. We got Matt also in the chat saying and there we go. He says, much respect. Can't wait to touch on September 8th. There you go. Yes, Matt also will also be at that 6 train scramble. And there we go. So here we go.
My fellow Puerto Rican.
There you go.
Gotta give
Tina
big shout
in the chat saying my son loves this guy. There you go. You got some love in the chat there.
Yeah.
Got some love in the chat.
Thank you.
And here we go. We got Dave Rivera in the chat. Hey, one half of the Scotta Ricans. He giving us the eyes, and then he has the question here. Wait, you're Puerto Rican? I feel like the shirt gives it. I feel like the shirt gives it away. I don't know.
How did you know?
I feel like the shirt gives it away. I'm not sure. It might just be he likes the flag. You never know.
Maybe it's my accent.
But could I don't hear it though. I don't know.
Some people. That's great on you, Ray. Great on you.
So I'm not sure. I don't hear it.
To be fair, if I had eyes, I would have gave him the eyes emoji back. But
he just got X's there, so he can't give you the eyes back.
Give you 2 X's back, but that like hugs and kisses, like no.
No, you guys have done a lot more to each other than hugs, and it's been a lot of fights every time you guys are in the same.
Been a couple fists.
Yeah. So it's so.
Yeah, we need to redo that.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what you don't have the Puerto Rican box the gloves, hang it. See that's what usually gives it away. You gotta have them in the car.
How do you know they're not on my car mirror with the dice and the air sense?
There you go.
Come on, man. Or over my door. Come on, man. You can't ask those questions.
See, there you go, Dave. See, these are fighting words now, Dave. This might need to lead to another Scotto Ricans versus Project Mayhem.
I wish. I hope so. I know that his boy just got back too. So, hey, if you know anybody that owns a promotion, let them know.
Hey, again, this might need to happen. Maybe in a different turf this time, though. Maybe we need to take
they've
it away
been
a
having
little
the
bit.
home turf advantage for quite some time now. So let's, I mean, I don't mind. It's cool. It's in our backyard. It's no problem. But also, let's go somewhere else with that, huh?
Hey, again, maybe it needs to be taken to the Bronx now. Maybe if Pete's watching, maybe that needs to be the next one for We Are Wrestling. Have Osito Eden in the same corner now.
Puerto Ricans versus some Puerto Ricans. Hey, listen, it sold itself. That's all. Right?
There you go. That's the tagline right there. So that's what you want to see. Here we go. Let's see. Matt Austin saying most definitely Eden is a great talent in the ring. Always love to see him work. So now to have that chance September 8th, it's going to be a body chaos. It is. It's going to be some chaos.
It's going to be a good old-fashioned coro.
There's a lot of body chaos that night. Again, I had Nair Robles on the other day coming straight from the island this week. So that's gonna be a lot of Boricua representation that night.
It's gonna be a lot of culture. That's you're gonna feel it. To see. Before you'd be able to just see it and then feel it. You're just gonna feel it the second you walk in.
Facts.
It might smell like adobo in the air. Who knows?
You might see some adobo that night. You never know.
We got Chris shout out to my boy Barton.
There we go. And here we go. Dave's down. He says, "Let's do it." There you go.
Let's do it.
We might like to see.
That sounds like a fight on my block.
There you go. Here we go. Chris Barton now saying Project Mayhem are them dudes. They definitely are. But maybe, again, I'm not trying to stir anything, but I feel like we still need to see Fight or Die and Project Mayhem go down again. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Please,
I'm just saying. Again, I'm not trying to stir anything. I'm not trying to start problems.
It could be Fight or Die. It could be him and Nino Cruz. It could be the three of them. They could find a fourth. Whatever variation of this match that they want to happen, let's try to make this happen in ASAP. Because I can't guarantee that the next guy you see is going to be so friendly and kind of like, so culture-ish. We don't know how we're going to feel that day. So let's try to book it now.
There you go. Oh, here we go. See, we said so many nice things earlier about him. And now, here we go. We got Joe Cruel in the chat saying, I'm fucking you up Saturday. Damn, man. He was so nice earlier.
So
you were so
cute.
Nice about him.
I knew he was thinking about me because I, too, was thinking about it. And it's so cute. So cute. It's all right. We're going to leave the kids at home. It's just going to be me and him. And we'll see who's fucking who up on Saturday, huh?
Oh, here we go. It says, if I can't get it at Magic, I'm getting it now. Oh, listen, so you're getting the ass whooping, it seems.
He's mad about the blindside attacks, and then we stole his friend. Look, I get it, dude. I get it. You're mad. I get it. I'd be mad, too. But just like...
so that's what it is. He's a little...
Yeah,
he's heartbroken. That's what it is. I get it.
I can't fault him, to be honest. We've done some things to him. We've done some things, and I'd be mad at me too. But you ain't fucking me up on Saturday. But I'm fucking you up Saturday.
Oh man! Again, he tried to be nice. He was nice earlier. Gave you a whole compliment. He was like he wanted to have a nice, clean match.
But what did I say, Ray? It's in everybody. You just give them a little bit. It's in everybody. You can't deny human nature. And if that's how he feels, that's fucking adorable, but false. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, Joe,
you can try to make it happen, but it's not.
I'm sorry, Joe. I guess
sorry, Joe.
My apologies for not extending the invite to the podcast beforehand, but
I hate to have to do it again. But I will.
I guess he's putting you down on Saturday. But Dave Rivera, I didn't see this comment earlier. He was saying, maybe if I wear my Terror Squad outfit, might bring it out.
If you got the TS chain, please bring it out. I'll wear my 8-ball jacket, wear my TS chain, my champion sweats. We could do that. It's fine.
That's just gonna be that's it. That's that New York swag right there.
It'll be the one leading back though. So.
That makes sense. You got to.
Listen.
But I agree with Nettie on this. I want to see Eden versus Ahmed. Yes.
Oh,
we need that. We need that.
Eden
versus Ahmed would be good.
Almost forgot about that because he owes me one. He tried to reveal my face to the world. he was getting his ass handed to him, and he decided to reveal or almost reveal my face to the world. And that sat with me for a few days, and then he's been ducking. And then we were supposed to see each other at the last Chosen show, and card subjects have changed, yada yada yada. Therefore, I'm just under the assumption that he's ducking me at this point. But soon and very soon, he won't have anywhere to hide. So let's just see, huh?
There you go. There you go. Again, someone needs to book it. Again, if you're in the chat, if any promoters are out there, you got.
Sorry.
Well then, again, that show's coming up October. Look out for that. You never know. You never know what can happen. Oh,
sorry, I had to catch my air.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Well then. But here we go again. He's still talking in the chat. He's still talking. I'm dead serious about this. I'm fucking eating up.
You can't be dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious. Come on.
He's legit. He's legit dead. Have you got? You're not
like I am dead serious. It's what? I'll just kind of let him have it. We're gonna fight on Saturday anyway, so
it's okay. It's okay. But here we go. We got the good brother Isaac in the chat saying, "Hey, nice mask." Okay, Isaac. Maybe you missed the earlier part of it, but he's not wearing them. It's his face.
It's all right. I can't keep correcting people. It's fine. Nice mask, nice face. However they want to present it, they just I appreciate the admiration. So thank you.
There you go. At least it's good comments though. It's good comments.
It's good. Yeah, like I can't be mad at it. People call it what they want to call it.
It's okay. Here we go. Tina in the chat saying Eden's gonna rearrange you. I want to say he's talking about Joe Cruel. So
I hope so.
So
I hope so. He could be talking about Joe Cruel. He could be talking about Taino Warrior. Respectfully, Matt Awesome. Like anybody.
There's a lot of people in the chat that want to fight right now. So you never know.
This whole month is going to be nothing of me rearranging people. So let's see.
Again, we're trying to keep it cool here. No rearranging me. We good.
Nah, brother. We're always good.
We good. Just making sure there we go. Tina saying, get the oxygen. Yeah, you need to get the oxygen there.
I had to. You heard that
little hiccup there.
Oh.
Man. There you go. Let's see. How much to touch your? Well, again, you can touch it. But he doesn't have a mask though. You have a mask.
How much
they can touch?
To touch my mask? That's
pretty question. Like, do you just have a mask for touching?
I feel like if you have to ask, then you can't afford it, love. I'm sorry.
Oh man. This is
just how it goes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Touching ain't free. That's all I'm gonna say. Touching ain't free.
Oh man, that. There we go. We're gonna go away from the chat for a little bit because that chat went a little chaotic. This is supposed to be a nice, just straight up interview here, and we're having a chaotic chat. It's okay.
Unbelievable.
This is what happens on Respect the Craft. You know what it is? It's a little bit later in the night, so people are going a little haywire. That's all.
You felt that, right? The freaking blue moon yesterday, super whatever.
That's what it was.
Metro's in Gatorade or whatever the fuck they want to call it. It's fine. Things are happening all over.
I think that's what they say.
Yeah, it's something like close to it. I don't know.
Whatever. It's all good. That's it. It's all good. It's all good. No, maybe it's a moon. Who knows, Tina? It's something out there. There's some moons out there. I know blue moon's a good beer. That's all I know. But
it's a great beer.
It is what it is.
Not that I would know, but my previous self used to talk about it all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's he was a beer drinker. Now again, with the new face, it's a little harder to consume anything like that. So
doesn't compute the same.
So it's all good. It's all good. But let's talk about this now. When we talk about the character we're seeing, what we've seen you unlock here, and what's being shown to the public, who could you say outside of, again, the easiest answer being our great friend Smiley? Who else has been that inspiration for what Eden has become?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, to anyone who's following me on social media, it's no freaking shock that La Parka is one of the top influences for me. He just his energy alone was enough to make me glued to a TV. So anytime you see me do this, play air guitar, go crazy, it's somewhat of a homage to that man. Just know that forever. He's one of the first people that I've ever seen within wrestling. So yeah, he's definitely one of the heaviest influences to me in my career, in the way that I style entertaining. You know what I mean? All sorts of that. And lately, the Great Muda. I can't deny that at all. I've been watching Great Muda like childhood cartoons all over again, just glued again, instantly glued to the TV, and I'm just soaking up all this knowledge. And it's, again, a guy with a mask to capture so many audiences without ever really knowing what he looks like until later on, obviously, but still, you know. So yeah, Muda, Lapark.
Did we ever see him without the mask? Because I never saw him in him. I don't know. I saw Kejimoto a few times, but I don't think that's the same guy.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I don't think that's the same guy.
You're right. Again, different guy, past life. Yes, you're right.
See, there you go. There you go.
See, this is because you get it, right? Because you get it. Because you get it.
Like I met both of them a few years ago. They were both very nice.
Yeah.
Kejimoto was there. He came earlier. Then Great Muda just showed up. I don't know. I never saw him walk in, but Great Muda just showed up. So
he pulled the.
So it was a crazy night. Crazy night. Let's see this. Let's see this comment here. I feel like you always go crazy like a cheerleader on pixie sticks. It's just a constant mood.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm looking right through this phone. Right through this phone. Pixie sticks. It's child's play. That's child's play. Are you shitting me? Big boy candies. Big boy candies. Pixie sticks. That was 2 lives ago.
Wow, it was 2 lives ago. It was already
2 lives ago. Not my last life. It was 2 lives ago.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That's it. It's well, now he also can't consume candy like that because again,
it's hard.
It's
just natural energy, man. It's natural energy. It's undead energy. It never dies. I just don't know how else to explain it. If that's how you want to perceive it, then I ain't mad at it. I'm just like, pixie sticks. I mean, they wish they could have that effect, like I had that effect, but they don't.
So if anyone now is understanding why he's so chaotic in the way he is, he can't have candy like that now. It's imagine if maybe he had something sweeter, we might see a different side of Eden. Might be a little more happy-go-lucky, but now it's just
maybe a little bit more colorful, less black. You know what I mean? But
we'll see. Well, again, one day, maybe there needs to find another face here. But again, we'll see what the evolution brings us and where we are. Who knows? Maybe a year from now, what happens? So you never know.
Maybe a month from now.
You never know.
Maybe a week from now, honestly. Who knows?
Who knows by the time we get off this interview what could happen?
Maybe 10 minutes after we're done.
See, you never know. You never know what could happen. So you never know. But again, that's the great thing about seeing this evolution go, seeing just what can happen. And again, that unpredictability that we all love about this great business. So you got to love to see it. So, brother, I do want to start winding down again here because you are a busy guy. And again, the amazing schedule is starting to pile up. So I don't want to take up too much more of your time here. But before I start letting you go, I want to remind everyone, if you haven't already, make sure you're following this guy on all of his social media there. Follow him on Instagram right there, Elijah Eden _. Follow him on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Go follow him there as well. You know what it is.
Also,
you have an account there, so go follow him there at Elijah Eden _. Again, unfortunately, those apps aren't as easy to shed the skin on, but it's okay. Eventually, it's okay. Eventually, you'll get it. But just make sure you're already following him there, so that way you stay up to date with all things Eden. Make sure you're there next Friday, as it will be Deja Vu 6 Train Scramble, and again, an insane night. Why not be there? See him this Saturday at Ignition, where he goes and fucks up Joe Cruel now because he had to say something.
Louder for the people in the back, please. One more time.
Well, he said,
what's gonna happen? I'm gonna what?
He's going to fuck up Joe Cruel now because he said he came in the chat. I'm sorry, Joe, but again, he tried to be nice. It just happens now on Saturday.
You're gonna try really hard, but it's all right. It's all right.
Then again, later in the month, September 23rd, be there at Pro Wrestling Magic. See this huge tag team matchup here as Darius Carter and Steve Off take on Smiley and V with Mama Trixie in their corner. And again, where they are, the rest of Project Mayhem are not too far behind. So be there and kick off with Take On Me there. But also, later in the year, we're getting closer to the spooky season. October 15th, be there for Lucha Kingdom, where you have Eden taking on Taino Warrior. But again, follow Eden on all of his social media there, because you never know. There might be some more dates popping up, so you never know what else could happen.
And they are. You just have to follow and find out.
See, that's exactly why. But brother, thank you again for joining me here. And to everyone watching, please don't forget always to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.